Tedros is a dot in the whole universe. Because I'm a very proud black person or Negro. When the whole black community was insulted, when Africa was insulted, then I don't tolerate. Then I say people are crossing the line. Africa cannot and will not be a testing ground for any vaccine.
The WHO, that's the World Health Organization, receives vast amounts of money from the United States.
I don't care because my focus is saving lives. We don't do politics in WHO.
And we're going to put a hold on money spent to the WHO. We're going to put a very powerful hold on it, and we're going to see.
I don't give a damn. The United States and China should come together and fight this dangerous enemy.
You seem to be very China-centric.
Without unity, we assure you, even any country that may have a better system will be in trouble and more crisis. This virus is dangerous. We said it many times. It has the elements of a flu, very contagious, and it has the elements of SARS, fatal. Lack of unity, please prepare. If you don't believe in unity and don't do unity, please prepare for the worst to come.
Yo, my name is Louis. This is my sport, Louis Sports.
Hello, so personally I feel like this is the toughest time being the boss at the WHO, the World Health Organization. First, you had this incident where two French doctors were discussing this live on TV, a parallel plan to have the vaccine tests done in Africa, which the World Health Organization director, Dr. Tedros, had to address.
Si je peux être provocateur, est-ce qu'on ne devrait pas faire cette étude en Afrique où il n'y a pas de masque, pas de traitement, pas de réanimation, un peu comme c'est fait d'ailleurs pour certaines études dans le sida, où chez les prostituées, on essaye des choses parce qu'on sait qu'elles sont hautement exposées et elles ne se protègent pas. Qu'est-ce que vous en pensez?
Alors vous avez raison, et d'ailleurs on est en train de réfléchir en parallèle à une étude en Afrique justement pour faire ce même type d'approche avec le BCG, un placebo. Je pense qu'il y a un appel d'offres qui est sorti ou va sortir, et je pense qu'on va en effet sérieusement réfléchir à ça aussi.
Then on the vaccines issue, there was, I think, a comment last week from some couple of scientists who said the testing ground for the new vaccines will be Africa. To be honest, I was so appalled, and it was a time when I said, when we needed solidarity, this kind of racist remarks actually would not help. It goes against the solidarity. Africa cannot and will not be a testing ground for any vaccine. We will follow all the rules to test any vaccine or therapeutics all over the world using exactly the same rule. Whether it's in Europe, Africa, or wherever, we will use the same protocol, and if there is a need to be tested elsewhere, to treat human beings the same way, equally. And the hangover from a colonial mentality has to stop. And WHO will not allow this to happen. And it was a disgrace, actually, and appalling to hear during the 21st century from scientists that kind of remark. And we condemn this with the strongest terms possible. But we assure you that this will not happen in Africa and will not happen elsewhere in any country. Proper protocols will be followed, and human beings will be treated as human beings, because we are all human beings.
Then we also had this incident where Dr. Tedros had to address racist remarks and Donald Trump threats to cut out funding to the World Health Organization simply because he's so outspoken in ensuring that there's unity between the United States and China in fighting this global pandemic.
The WHO, that's the World Health Organization, receives vast amounts of money from the United States, and we pay for a majority, a biggest portion of their money. And they actually criticized and disagreed with my travel ban at the time I did it, and they were wrong. They've been wrong about a lot of things, and they had a lot of information early, and they didn't want to. They seemed to be very China-centric, and we have to look into that. So we're going to look into it. We give a majority of the money that they get, and it's much more than the $58 million is a small portion of what they've gotten over the years. Sometimes they get much more than that. Sometimes it's for programs that they're doing, and it's much bigger numbers. And if the programs are good, that's great as far as we're concerned. But we want to look into it. World Health Organization, because they really are. They called it wrong. They call it wrong. They missed the call. They could have called it months earlier. They would have known, and they should have known, and they probably did know. So we'll be looking into that very carefully, and we're going to put a hold on money spent to the WHO. We're going to put a very powerful hold on it, and we're going to see. It's a great thing if it works, but when they call every shot wrong, that's no good.
I will suggest two things to the world. Number one, at national level, we should be able to work across party lines, across phases, across other differences that we have, across ideology. When there is a crack at the national level between political parties, between religious groups, or between other groups, that's when the virus gets a crack that it can exploit and defeat us. So number one is the national unity, working across party lines. I was a politician. I know how difficult this could be. I know it. Although it's difficult, it's the right thing to do. At the end of the day, the people belongs to all political parties. The focus of all political parties should be to save their people. Please don't politicize this virus. It exploits the differences you have at the national level. If you want to be exploited, and if you want to have many more body bags, then you do it. If you don't want many more body bags, then you refrain from politicizing it. My short message is, please quarantine politicizing COVID. The unity of your country will be very important to defeat this dangerous virus. Without unity, we assure you, even any country that may have a better system will be in trouble and more crisis. That's our message. Unity at national level, no politicizing. No need to use COVID to score political punches. No need. You have many other ways to prove yourselves. This is not the one to use for politics. It's like playing with fire. So more than ever before, national unity is important if we care about our people, if we care about our citizens. Please work across party lines, across ideology, across beliefs, across any differences for that matter. We need to behave. That's how we can defeat this virus. Second, global solidarity is very important. When national unity succeeds, global solidarity will be easier to form. I will tell you a story. This is in the 1960s, 1967, if I am not wrong, when the eradication of smallpox was launched. When the eradication of smallpox was declared, I was 2 years old because I was born in 1965. The former USSR and United States came together and agreed to eradicate smallpox and brought the whole world together with them. Do you remember that it was a Cold War era at that time? During the Cold War, the two nations, the former USSR and United States, came together to fight smallpox. It was killing 2 million people annually. 15 million infections annually. The world could not tolerate that kind of disaster. And even during the Cold War, the two powers agreed to fight smallpox together and brought the rest of the world together. Smallpox was eradicated in 10 years from then. And now, the United States and China should come together and fight this dangerous enemy. They should come together to fight it. And the rest of G20 should come together to fight it. And the rest of the world should come together to fight it. This virus is dangerous. We said it many times. It has the elements of a flu, very contagious, and it has the elements of SARS, fatal. We will have many body bags in front of us if we don't behave. When there are cracks at national level and global level, that's when the virus succeeds. For God's sake, we have lost more than 60,000 citizens of the world. Even 1% is precious, whether it's young or old. More than 1 million cases. What are we doing? Is this not enough? It's more than enough. Even the death of 1% is a disaster when we can prevent it. So my advice, 3 things. Please, unity at national level. No using COVID for political punch. And then second, honest solidarity at global level. And honest leadership from the US and China. Like the Cold War, we have less problems compared to Cold War. Those who have differences should join hands to fight it. And then the G20 and everybody has to come together. And the third, please, if you agree to the 2 means, please quarantine politicizing COVID. Quarantine politicizing COVID. That's the way if we want to win. I know I didn't address your question directly. I don't think that's necessary. We shouldn't waste time pointing fingers. We need time to unite. And what I'm saying is not in vain. I have seen leaders who are preaching about this, many leaders for the last 3 months. I'm just joining them. And we can make it. Let's unite. Let's unite. Unity is the only option to defeat this virus. Lack of unity, please prepare. If you don't believe in unity and don't do unity, please prepare for the worst to come. The worst is yet to come if we don't rush to ensure the unity. I know that I'm just an individual. Tedros is a dot in the whole universe. Issues targeted at me personally, I don't mind. I prefer to really focus on saving lives. I said it many times. We're losing people. Why would I care about being attacked when people are dying? Compare the two. We're losing lives every minute. Please remember, more than 60,000 deaths. I'm not sure if that number is accurate. I would expect that estimate that we have more deaths. Why would anyone in the right conscience think about his personal attack, ignoring the bigger challenge we're facing as humanity? My focus is saving lives. We don't do politics in WHO. We don't. We care for the poor. We care for those who are vulnerable. And we regret when we lose lives. That's where we should focus. I'm an individual. I'm no better than anyone who is suffering from COVID. I don't care who says what about me. I would prefer to focus on saving lives. No time to waste. How many more deaths would I like to see? I can't. Why would I worry about myself when the number of deaths is increasing? Who am I to make my personality before the deaths of all around the world? That's why I said, maybe you have followed my Twitter messages, humility. And compassion. And care. And big heart for those who are suffering and for the families who have lost their loved ones. I can tell you personal attacks that has been going on for more than 2-3 months. Abuses, or racist comments, giving me names, black or negro. I'm proud of being black or proud of being negro, because that negro is black, black is black, and I'm proud. I don't care, to be honest. And thank you for asking that question. Maybe for the first time I would make this public. Even death threat, I don't give a damn, because it's personally targeted to me. 3 months in the same situation. What makes me sad is, I said it last presser, when the whole black community was insulted, when Africa was insulted, then I don't tolerate. Then I say people are crossing the line. When it's personal, even death threat, I didn't care. I didn't even respond. When, as community, people start to insult us, that's enough. That's enough. We cannot tolerate that. But since I don't have any inferiority complex when I am personally affected or attacked by racial slurs, I don't care because I am a very proud black person or Negro. I don't care being called even Negro. I am. That's what came from some quarters. And if you want me to be specific, 3 months ago, this attack came from Taiwan. We need to be honest. I will be straight today. From Taiwan. And Taiwan, the foreign ministry also, they know the campaign. They didn't dissociate themselves. They even started criticizing me in the middle of all that insult and slur. But I didn't care. 3 months. I say it today because it's enough. But still, they can continue. I don't care. Because what I care is when humanity is insulted, when we don't care, when we have more than 60,000 body bags. I care when the crosses are lined and when black community is insulted as community. So it's not personal. I tolerated 3 months and I can tolerate 3 years, 30 years, 300 years. No problem if it's personal, if it's targeted to Tedros. But I assure you, we will do everything right in WHO. We will do everything that we can to serve humanity. We will do everything that will help us to have no regrets at all. But in that process, we may make mistakes. We're not angels. We are human beings. So we make mistakes like other human beings. That's why I said we will do assessment, we will see our weaknesses, we will see our strengths. Let's care about each and every individual, the human being. And I will repeat again, we need national unity. Unity across party lines. Let's not use this COVID to attack party or another opponent. We need global solidarity. The most powerful should lead the way. And please quarantine COVID politics. That's what we want. We don't care about personal attack. We don't. We care about the life passing every single minute unnecessarily because we couldn't unite to fight this virus and because we're not understanding the power of unity to fight a common enemy. There is a very clear line, a fight between humanity and this virus. That's it. That's what we should use to fight and win. Thank you.
Okay guys, so that's it for this video. What do you guys think? Is this the toughest time being the boss at the WHO? Thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment if you have anything to say and share. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you are new and want more videos like this. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Just hold on, don't be in a hurry. Subscribe to my channel right here and watch the other videos. I'll see you in upcoming uploads.